All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back, and today we're playing Ace Combat Zero some more. Chole couldn't think of the name for some reason. Chole thinks caveman off the start should be a bannable offense, by the way. Just Chole's opinion. Just 2 cents thrown in there. Anyway. Let's just get it open and get going. We don't have a ton of S ranks left. Well, like comparatively. Comparatively, there aren't many S ranks left. But there's still a good number. Like, you look at it in contrast to where we were when we started S ranks, we don't have a lot left. But it's still like the 50. Includes yourself, add time. Nope. We is officially verified caveman word as of like more than a year ago. We've been there already. Yeah, hold on. How many in total are left? Not just on the Ace mode. 1, 2, 3 on Ace. Wait a second. Hold on. Does the gauntlet not give you a rank at all? Yeah, this is on PCSX2. Because Chole did the gauntlet on Ace. Okay. A lot, actually. Never mind. Chole's not going to count all that. That's a lot. We'll get there when we get there. It should give a rank. It didn't. Chat, some of you are here. Or were here. Are here. Some of you were here. We did it. Does it maybe not give you a rank if you kill Mobius. Didn't save? Maybe not? We probably did, though. Like, maybe we didn't, but we probably did.
Belka's second line of defense stretches across the Shane Plains in the central region of southern Belka. Centered on two
we would have lost other progress too, right? It wouldn't have just been the gauntlet that we, like, didn't save for.
This operation will consist of attacks on enemy ground troops and engagements with enemy fighters. There will be
this is embarrassing.
In total. You can decide which one to accompany. Alpha team will be responsible for destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta
You didn't see that.
Air resistance,
You didn't see that at all. I'm watching this stream to farm points. It's valid. New Ace combat game with PvE? Man, Chole wants one with PvE again. Cause what? There's only Join Assault and Infinity, right? As far as that goes. It gives a rank? Weird. It must just be that Chole, like, saved after whatever we did before, and then did the gauntlet, and it must have been like the last thing we did for the stream or something. Because it's so weird that the gauntlet is the only thing that, like, we don't have aside from the last S ranks. You are Chole? Yeah, caveman mode is a bitch. 6 did have a small PvE co-op mode as DLC. It did? What are you talking about? This is the first Chole has heard of it. Wait for it. Oh, thank God. Oh. And I'm flashbanged. How many streams of Zero at this point? Too many. Oh, it's not ready yet. That cooldown is pretty long. It has that one thing balancing it out. That one pesky little bit of balance that prevents me from just farming free S ranks with it. How unfortunate. Those aren't gonna hit. Oh. I take it back. Check this out. Oh, he probably had the invulnerability window. Invincibility. More natural word. Invincibility window on the yellow. That's one thing that I've learned fairly recently. Is that the planes get a small bit of invincibility after they get disabled. Makes sense why they do. It seems weird the first couple times you see it, but I had a good think about why they did that, and after like 5 seconds I realized it's just for the Ace style. It's that you don't accidentally shoot down a disabled plane if you're doing like night run or something. Come on. Eat it, thank you. Ace6 multiplayer? Hold on, I'm actually curious about that. I have never heard that it had PvE before. I thought it was just Join Assault and Infinity had that stuff. I'm still, like, I'm kind of teetering on trying to get someone to do Join Assault in co-op for 100%ing it. Because, like, on one hand, it's a fun idea. I would want to. But on the other, like, scheduling with that would be kind of hard. And it would mean that we'd probably spend, like, months on Join Assault just because we wouldn't be able to stream it very often. We wouldn't really be able to grind it out if I had to, like, schedule with another person for it. So that's more where I'm like, is it worth it? Because it would be fun, but it would make it take so much longer than it otherwise would. pick that guy off. Hold on. Also, how many planes? I feel like they just keep spawning more. Oh god. We'll see if these are the last 5. They might be. It looks like there's less of them now. Oh god. Won't be traumatic for Chole. He loves it. Yeah, I love Joint Assault. My favorite game I've ever played. At least according to the Ace Combat Discord and Reddit. Ooh. Come on. It's really not that bad. It's like, it's definitely on the low end for Ace Combat, but it's not like the worst. It's on like the upper side of the low end, I think. Yeah. I do think. Being like removing all the memes, okay, because I know what we like to say here in this chat, okay? Removing all the memes. Advance is the worst. It's just the weakest Ace Combat game. The best is Peak Combat Advance. Yeah, there it is. Then it's probably, and it kind of pains me to say it, but I guess you could also look at this as somewhat of a good thing. It's probably Air Combat after that. It is. I think it is. Not necessarily because it's like a terrible game, but it just... Air Combat has some really strong first game syndrome, right? Like really strong. Where you can just, you know, you play it and you can feel like they just hadn't quite figured out the controls, like what they really wanted to do in terms of like the game structure. Oh wait, Northern Wings exists, but I haven't played it, so it probably is down there. Like, I like Air Combat. There are things in Air Combat that I really like and that I wish they still did with some of the later games. But overall, it's got bad first game syndrome. And then it's probably Assault Horizon. And then Joint Assault. So yeah, it's like on the upper end of the low, like of the worst category. Like it's in there, but it's not like the worst, you know? It's just kind of down there because it has to be more than anything else. Oh, I should not be boosting. Slow and steady. I've learned this lesson many times before. Where does 3D fall? For me, personally, I know some people put it higher, and I'm definitely not thinking of anyone in particular. For me, I would say 3D is somewhere like dead in the middle. I would say it's right about in the middle. There are a lot of Ace Combat games that I like more than 3D, and there are a lot that I like less than 3D. It's like pretty dead in the middle for me. I think one of those games, by the way, for me personally, that I would say I like more as well is Ace Combat 2. There's just something about AC2 in its original state that just feels nicer to me overall. Like I like playing actual AC2 over 3D. I think 3D is good, but it almost, like looking back on it, I think that a lot of why I like AC2 is the simplicity of it. So while 3D doesn't necessarily add things that are like bad or that I don't like, I think that just it being a more complex game kind of takes away from why I loved AC2 so much in a way. If that makes sense. Oh, there we go. Slow and steady, boys. Slow and steady. Don't worry, we only have to do Sky Laser like 3 more times after this. For the 100%. Only 3 more times after this. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't look at the wiki page now. Hold on. Co-op battle. Hold on, I opened the link. Let me close this out. I only have to dodge like two or 3 more. Is it faster on Ace? I think someone said that the beams come down faster on higher difficulties. I don't really know if it does.
You're out of the danger zone. Galm Team.
Like, I don't know for sure if that's an actual thing, but I think a couple people have said that before. Huh. What do you know?
Welcome back.
Co-op battle is a multiplayer mode in Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation. As the name states, this mode allows players to team up and take on difficult missions filled with enemy targets.
We lost.
And this was all DLC.
Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge. But in the end,
Yeah.
we survived.
Yeah, okay, it is. Wait, no. No, only like half of it's DLC. A couple of the maps don't mention anything about being DLC.
Objectives were achieved, but our forces were dealt a heavy blow by enemy laser ordnance. Our country must put an end to this war. If not,
Maybe we
the
could
war
check
will
it
put an
out.
end to us.
Oh boy. Sorry, False is sending me hurricane maps. Bro, this hurricane has been so crazy. The hurricane hitting the US right now has been absolutely wild. Like, just actual, like, I've never seen a hurricane behave like this. Where yesterday morning, when it was kind of coming in, it was, you know, it hit landfall yesterday. So yesterday morning, it was kind of like, yep, hurricane's coming in. It's a hurricane, but it's a category 1. So, you know, any hurricane is bad, but category 1, not terrible. Not the worst. We've certainly seen worse. But then by like 5 p.m. yesterday, it kept getting more and more intense as it was coming in. And it got all the way up to category 4 by the time it hit Florida. And with it picking up that much force, it also is now like going way further up into mainland US than it was ever projected to. And it's also supposed to curve pretty hard to the west and hit like Kentucky, like central Kentucky. What? The only flaw of Florida? There are so many flaws of Florida. I lived there for years. I no longer live there for a handful of reasons. But it's just wild. Like, it was coming in yesterday and it was like, yeah, it's a hurricane, but it's a pretty moderately sized hurricane. It's nothing like crazy. And then just within like a few hours, it picked up like crazy. And now is a really big hurricane that's going to go really far into the mainland.
Incoming message from Allied
to escape hurricanes. That's part of it. Hurricanes are not fun, especially in Florida. Like, I was in central Florida, but you still get hit by them. And even if you don't get hit by them, like, the city floods because of all the rain. And I had a first floor apartment. One of my apartments there. Not every single one, but one of my apartments there, I lived on the first floor, so the flooding was not great. Oh, come on. It's crazy that it's going up into Kentucky. Because, like, it's pretty common for them to go up to, like, South Carolina, North Carolina, because they normally cut to the east, right? But seeing it go that far up and, like, to the west is wild to me. At one point, like, as the projection was changing, I remember seeing that they were showing it was gonna, like, go over Nashville, like, towards the west, and then flip back around to head east again, and it was gonna hit Nashville twice, was what they were projecting. Bro, could you imagine? Would it barely reach Cat 1? Did you just get the, like, the rain and the wind from the edge of it, you mean? It's wild. That shit has just changed so constantly. I saw a clip this morning on Twitter. Did I like it? I think I did. I might be able to go pull it up. There was like a news guy. You know how the news stations will like send a guy down to like Florida to stand out on the street with the hurricane and show you how crazy it is? Well, there was a news guy doing that where he was like out on the street talking about the hurricane. And then this fucking Florida man, Chad, just pulls up behind him and he's like casually going for his evening jog. Like he's in nothing but a pair of shorts and like his running shoes. He's shirtless. He's throwing back a bottle of water while he's jogging along. He just casually is jogging through a Category 4 hurricane. And they just happened to catch this guy on the news broadcast. He just happened to run by on the street they were recording on. It's so funny. Because what a fucking madman. No one is stopping him from getting his daily jog in. No one. That man is gonna run. Oh, that hit? That was crazy. I didn't think it was gonna hit. I was trying to just do something fancy looking. I didn't think it was gonna do that. That was awesome. That angle looked so weird, but I went for it. Come on. Sounded dangerous? Oh, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. But it's crazy. I had a couple family members who moved to Florida a few years ago, and they have since moved back from Florida specifically because of the hurricane, or because of the hurricanes, not this one. Just hurricanes in general. Like they moved there and they had a couple of them like within the span of a couple years, and they moved back. They were like, hell no, we can't have like a yearly hurricane for the rest of our life. We can't be doing this. Absolutely not. I don't put anything past the human race anymore. That's the great thing about the internet, is like this shit doesn't happen all the time. But when it does happen, everyone gets to see it. It makes humanity seem even crazier than usual. God bless the internet. How many can I hit? How many can we take out before mission update?
I fight for peace. That's what I'm here for. While you're up here fighting for peace,
Here.
tons of blood is being shed on the ground. Some peace.
Bro, you know what else sucks about Florida? Florida always has the craziest. That's true. That's not what I was gonna say, but yes, Florida does have the craziest people living there, for sure. But no, you know what really, one of my least favorite things about living there, bro, the humidity. Oh my God. Again, I lived in Central Florida. So if you're on the coast, it's not as bad. It's still not great. But holy shit, in Central Florida, like in the summer, the average humidity, like day to day, was upwards of 90%. No bullshit. For both of the summers I lived there. Like the average summer day was over 90% humidity. You know why? Because it rains every fucking day in the summer there. Like every fucking day. And, you know, it's Florida. It's hot there too. Humidity aside. So it's like above 90%. And then it's also just like 90 to 100 degrees on a day-to-day basis as well. Miserably hot in Central Florida. Just ugh, awful. Oh. Come on. That took out all the greens. That hit every single one of them. Every green target just went down. Oh my God. I thought it was gonna take out a couple. I didn't think it was gonna get all four. Incredible. Only downside is that I can't see half the time when I use it. There's no way it's gonna be ready in time. Unless... It's been summer for 5 months where I'm living now. It's been getting more cool in Minnesota lately, but we've been having a pretty warm September. It is... It's 82 degrees today. It was a little cooler this morning, but 82 today.
We were victorious in the B7R engagement. The round table is finally topped.
Hella Crocs. Weather that just gets crazy for some reason and the most insane news sometimes. Hold on, let me see if I can find the Florida man going for a jog through the hurricane. It's 66 here, got windows open. Yeah, there's no way I'm opening windows today. That's the thing. A lot of people think of Minnesota as just the cold one up top. But, like, we get both extremes. It gets pretty hot in the summer, and it does get really fucking cold in the winter. Okay, we just have to pixie fight, and then we have Ace done. I did like the tweet. You guys ready for this? Here's the man. I was like, please tell me I liked this tweet so that I have it saved. You ready? Check this guy out. Again... For those that didn't hear me talking about it like 2 minutes ago, this is a report from Florida, like mid-category 4 hurricane making landfall, okay?
Into the truck over there so they can bring clean visuals
He
to
just-
us right into
He just... This guy is just out for his daily jog.
truck over there so they can bring clean visuals to us
Look at all of the shit that's falling from the palm trees just because of the wind.
right into the truck over there so they can bring
That dude's
clean
just going.
visuals, to us
He's
into
just
the
going.
truck.
The no shirt is maybe the best part. This guy is like huddled over in his raincoat from like the wind and the rain just pounding him, and then this guy.
Over there so they can
This
bring
guy just
clean
goes.
visuals.
My camera's even covering him up in the corner going by like all the way, but incredible. Just incredible. Florida men are truly the greatest. Fucking love a good Florida man video. Just a breeze and some sprinkle. This, by the way, this is the same state where when I lived there, if it got down into like the high 50s, which was rare in like the winter, but if it ever dipped below like 60 degrees, everyone has like their winter coat on.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Galm Team, continue your mission. Engage.
Oh shit, you're right. TLS. I forgot how much it fucks up Pixie. It really shouldn't be jogging in powerful winds. It's so wild to me. I wasn't thinking about it. How come it's never Florida woman? Bro, I bet you could find some pretty crazy headlines with Florida woman, like if you were to search for them.
Confirmed reactivation.
Surely. That place just makes people crazy.
Continue your mission.
Take it from me.
Stand by. We're analyzing the
Living there just makes you crazy with time. Especially if you're in one of the cities.
transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling
Like if you're in like Orlando or Tampa or Miami, Jacksonville, that shit will make you crazy.
any orders from here. What is orders given us?
West Central,
Scratch. That's what V2 is for.
32. It never got down to 32 when I lived there. It never even got close to 32. I think the coldest I ever saw it, well, like during the day, right? Like I guess I was out at night quite a bit because I did night classes in college, but during the day, I think the coldest I ever saw it was like low 50s, I want to say.
Trust the future to the next generation. This is
It was mostly Florida.
A1. We completed analysis.
That makes sense.
Craft. Codename Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Take down Morgan. You're the only one who can stop him. Demon Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your
You guys ready for this? Check this out. Where is he? There he is.
You and I are opposite sides of the same coin.
And he's dead. Please redo the gauntlet. If I do, I'll probably do it as the last thing. Sorry, my throat. Was that a one shot? Pretty much. I think it's 2 ticks of damage to him with the laser. But those ticks are so fast.
Mission accomplished, Cipher. Come on, let's go back home.
Let's go back home.
We want to keep anyone waiting for you.
Nope. No, we would not. Your IFF bugged out and showed hold fire text. Get paid the whole day and they brought us pizza? From where? Eclipsing power is at times not only the instrument of demons, but also of gods. They called me godlike. You see that right there? They called me godlike for my achievement. Drop a quick save on that. Think I can say the name? Okay, so it's not like Pizza Hut. A place that has those huge slices, like a New York slice. All right, expert S ranks. And then, wait. We might be able to buy stuff. Hold on. Before that, all I have left is expert S ranks, though. That is like, at most, at absolute most, like 40 left. Sabaro, God help you if it's Sabaro.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now...
Okay. Special weapon. Oh, we've got money. Oh, we've got a lot of money. Oops. Oh, fuck. I love Sabaro. I don't know how to feel about that statement. How often do you replay games outside of 100% streams? Not much nowadays. I used to replay games a good bit, but nowadays when I do have time to game outside of stream and like video stuff too, I mostly play fighting games nowadays. Just whichever one I'm playing like at the time.
The collective strategic military force of the two armies will be
Recently it's been Marvel. Although I probably should get back on Tekken because Heihachi is in less than a week now. So I probably should just get used to it again before that happens.
The Belkan forces occupying the Futuro Canal must be cleared out.
Sbarro isn't that bad for me.
Missions in this joint operation.
You people are crazy. I don't know what you're... Have we had the same Sbarro?
First, there is Operation Galnicos. This is an air-to-air surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out Belka's air squadron, port facilities, and surface weapons. Next is Operation Round Hammer. This
Your
is
love
an
for
air-to-surface
Kazuya is
operation.
weak. My love for Kazuya is not weak.
Its port facilities, and
You don't
surface
realize I spent hundreds of hours improving my Kazuya game. Can you say the same about your Cloud game?
objective is to protect the naval vessels in Osia's third fleet, including its state-of-the-art aircraft.
Have you learned any frame perfect tech just for your Cloud?
Fierce resistance
'Cause I
to Belkan
have
forces
for my
is expected in all
Kazuya.
3 missions. Choose carefully which one you wish to participate in. That is all.
Please don't use it. I want to use it. I don't want to use it. I know exactly what it is. I don't... Okay. I have to fly this at least a little bit. This paint job, that is. At least a little bit. What kind of pizza places do you Americans have other than Pizza Hut and Domino's? We have a ton of pizza chains. Like a shit ton. We got Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, there's Marco's, Sbarro's. Americans, help me. I know there's more that I'm not thinking of. Costco? Hungry Howie's is awful, but yes. Actually, okay, there is a pizza chain that I hate more than Sbarro's. It's Howie's, dude. We don't have Howie's up here in the north, but holy shit. Little Caesars, of course, Little Caesars. How could I forget? Chuck E. Cheese kind of counts, yeah. And then, yeah, just whatever, like, local pizza shop you might have where it's just a single, like, family-owned one. Pizza Time? I don't know Pizza Time. California Pizza Kitchen sucks ass, but yes. Although I feel like California Pizza Kitchen wasn't always bad, but maybe I just got pickier about my pizza in my old age. And I've never had Blaze Pizza. I've heard of it. I know of the existence of Blaze Pizza. I don't mind Howie's, man. CC's, yes, yes, there's CC's. I thought it was fancy. No. I mean, they, what's it? They look nice. Like they, just the branding and everything and like the way that they decorate the restaurants, they look nice. Their pizza is shit. It's not good pizza. I would genuinely, I would get Domino's over CPK anytime. I would get Papa John's over CPK anytime. I'm not talking about chains in particular. Our chains are really all over the place. But if you find a good just local joint, that's always the way to go. Like if you want the best pizza, you gotta find that one Italian man in your area who's been cooking it for like 40 years. And it's literally just him in the back making every pizza. That's the place you want to get pizza. Everyone's got their local Italian pizza man. Everyone. You just have to find him. I like their frozen pizza CPK. I really, it's okay. It's with their frozen pizza. I don't know. I don't feel like it's enough of an upgrade from like the really cheap stuff to get it. And if I do want to spend more on a better frozen pizza, I'll just get like a DiGiorno's or like a Red Baron or something instead of CPK, because those are way better. Was ousted by a crappy burger joint? No. That's criminal.
Thanks to your accomplishments in Operation
The one
Galm
particular
Team,
aircraft I
2111
want
was a
in
success.
AC8.
The Futuro Canal will be a vital stronghold for the Allied forces.
I get to pick one. F-117. Someone in chat, like their jaw just hit the floor. They're like, what did he just say? But genuinely, I say that because I think that they're going to skip it again. And I don't know why they skipped it in 7.
Directus.
I don't know, like, it's not a plane that I fly all the time by any means, but I want it to be there. You know? I want it to be an option. I want to fly it a little bit. I don't know why 7 skipped it.
Your mission is to provide support for the airborne troops. Destroy Belka's surface-to-air defense network and all interceptor aircraft.
Literally in 7 as an NPC? Yeah, I don't know why we couldn't fly it.
Be aware of civilians still inside Solus Ortis. Your actions will determine their fate. Good luck.
Hold on. Looking at my local Chuck E. Cheese, it's empty as fuck. I don't know how, like, our local Chuck E. Cheese is still open. And I don't know how. Like, I don't know, I never see anyone there. Like it when I drive by it, I mean, like it's always dead. There's no one there. And it's the building that it's in is also like it's in a location that was great like 15 years ago, but nowadays it's an awful location. Like there's just no traffic going there. I don't know how they're still open. I'd like to see the tornado back. I would also like to see the tornado back. That's a good pick. When did they scrap the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese? Because I feel like they did it a long time ago, didn't they? Like I remember, well, maybe not that long ago, because I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese and them having them. For a second, I didn't think that I could remember that, but I do. I definitely do.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. SAM destroyed. We're gonna be shot full of holes before we even hit the ground.
When did they get rid of them? I need research.
Locked on.
Latest I can order from my local pizza place is 9:30 p.m. I think that's a reasonable cutoff for pizza time. They're just looking out for your health, that's all. They're all gone except 2 locations. Huh.
Belkan fighters confirmed on radar. Galm Team.
I wonder when they started getting rid of them. Surely there's got to be like an article out there that you can find somewhere about Chuck E. Cheese getting rid of them, and that article will be dated like whenever it happened, right? There's got to be a way to figure it out. I don't know how easy or hard that would be to find.
Okay, I'm generating good angles on this one. I can dodge it. Our job is to keep the Belkan planes busy.
Boosh. A shift ends at 10. Have them deliver it at 9 and then just put it in your car. That's the real big brain play. That's actually one of my jobs was in the same strip mall as what's it? As a Papa Murphy's.
Bandits in gun range.
So I did that. I don't think that Papa Murphy's is there anymore. Actually, the place that I worked at isn't there anymore either. They went out of business.
Our allies support operation is going as planned. Continue on with your duties.
A wasp? Oh, not America.
Locked on.
I forget that outside of the U.S., like, not everyone has a car. Because in the US, almost everyone has a car. Because it's just kind of, you just need one here. It doesn't really matter where you live.
Radar lock. Shack on the target.
Playing on NA? NA, yeah. This is a US copy. I don't think a single one of my UK friends have a car. That's wild to me. Because like here in the US, False and I recently talked about this a bit. Here in the US, for a lot of people, like not having your driver's license is a red flag. Because it's sort of like, why do you not have a, how do you get around? Who drives you around? Do you not go any, what? What do you mean you don't have a driver's license?
Incoming message from Operations Command. Airlift operation
didn't get hired for not having one. Yeah.
All enemy forces near Solus Ortis have
Unless
been
you're
eliminated.
blind. Okay, yeah. Under normal circumstances, it's
Galm Team.
often seen as a red flag because it's almost like, why do you not have a driver's license? Also, you could have gotten it like revoked, right? That's personally not where my brain goes, but you could have gotten it revoked for like a vehicular crime. So I guess that's also maybe part of it. You have to have a car. It's the same where I live. Minneapolis is not a very walkable city at all. Especially nowadays, Minneapolis is not a very safe city anymore. It was when I was growing up. Nowadays, it's really not that safe. So especially now, it's not a very walkable city.
Perfect, Galm 1.
I didn't even notice the hangar decorations. I should have them. Unless maybe, I wonder if we go back if I like missed one A rank that kind of blended in.
Ground troops are now en route to Solus Ortis.
But I didn't even think about it until now. And now that you mention it, I don't remember seeing any in there. Actually, let me just go to the hangar. I don't know why. Oh, wait. I can buy the Falcon, I think. Hold on. Slight delay. But I'm pretty sure I can. Oh yeah, I did get the Pops message. You're right. So I didn't miss anything. Don't want to drive? It's not a young person phenomenon. It's among people my age, it's seen as weird to not get your driver's license. Definitely. I'm not seeing any decorations. There's a weird war on motorists. You have to get all S ranks?
Preparations to liberate Directus are
Sweet
now
Jesus.
I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5 administrative wards, centering on the River Crescera. Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward, comprising the Belkan Army's Ustio Branch headquarters. This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio. The enemy forces are primarily comprised of ground troops, but we have received information that, while not yet confirmed, there is also a squadron of high-tech enemy fighters. Your orders are to destroy the Belkan forces and liberate Directus. We can't afford to lose.
Here's a fun forum post. Does the bonus hangar even exist? Question mark. Oh boy. Sorry, hold on. Proto Man, thank you for the sub. And DS, thank you for gifting a member to Augustin. The hangar banners are unlocked by earning an S rank on all Ace styles and variants of missions 1 through 18 on Ace difficulty, and earning an S rank on the Gauntlet mission. Okay, we'll do the Gauntlet. Interesting. Turn signals are probably the most confusing. Turn signals are fine. They're easy. Don't even worry about it. No, apparently the PAL version had some stuff cut to free up more space on the disc. Which is a weird reason, because they didn't add anything to need the extra space. They just cut stuff. Apparently. Oh, for language options. Oh, that makes way more sense. Yeah, because European versions. Yeah, okay. You know, in Japan, you just need to have Japanese. In English, you just need to have English. Europe, you need to have a bunch of languages. Did I just say in English you only need to have English? Did I say that? Language support makes sense. I was like, what would they need the space for? That's so weird. USNA version. I say US and then I remember Canada and South America and wait, South America gets the NA version too most of the time. Although I think I've heard stories of them getting the PAL versions back in the day. I don't know. I don't know if it's consistent, to be honest with you. But South America tends to be one of the regions that gets the most screwed on video game stuff. So it really wouldn't shock me at all if they just get the English release and that's it. Stock up on blinker fluid? False, you can't. Okay, they did get PAL versions. I think I've heard of some games giving them the NA versions, but I think it's more of an exception than the rule. Because with PAL, you'd already have Spanish on there, so it would just make sense. For fuck's sake. Do I think 0 or 5 has more content? It depends how you look at it, honestly. On paper, 0 has more content, but I would definitely argue that 5 has much more meaningful content than 0 does. Because 0 technically has 54 campaign missions, but realistically it has like, what's it, 22, is it? Because most of those are just other missions that already exist with very slight variations in terms of like the Ace squadrons and stuff. Was that plane underground? Yes, Belkan Witchcraft. classic Belkan maneuvers. Oh god. Which, like, the thing with Zero's content in that sense is it's understandable given just the circumstances in which the game was created. Like, you know, the side team was the one doing Zero, and they definitely got a smaller budget than either Ace Combat 5 or 6 got, and less time as well. But 5 has more content that's like legitimately unique in a way, whereas Zero has a lot of like do the same thing again, and there's like 1 or 2 slight differences, which is cool. And like I said, on paper it's more content, but 5 feels like it's a more varied experience, especially by the end of a 100% run. Like in Zero at this point, I feel like I've played the entire campaign like 15 times through, just doing the same thing over and over, because realistically speaking, that's exactly what I've done. Oh, fuck's sake, really? Not a single bullet? Oh, he's still going. Jesus. Oh. Bro, am I gonna have enough missiles? Genuine question. Why one wing has different color? Because it's cool. Like you said, False, men are simple. Oh god. Sweet. Oh no, really? Did we actually get... Oh my god, we got Mobius. I wasn't even trying to. Fuck me sideways. Okay. Here we go again. Holy shit. How did you make that turn? Are you shitting me? Bro, the tracking on his missiles. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Fucking shit. Of course. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, there's a return line? Oh. Well, that would have made that last bit a lot less stressful. What did Yuriko get bombed for? Oh, G. Found it. That'll do it. Does he run out of missiles? Hell no, he doesn't run out of missiles. Are you kidding? There. Now do I get my crappy decorations in the hangar? Have I earned it now? First try Mobius kill, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I just got the nastiest finger pops, man. Hold on, I can buy the Falcon. Definitely with the money I just made from that, I can buy it. My reward for my Mobius kill is big laser. Big laser. Is it the default special weapon in Zero? Yes. Badass. For this mission? Oh, that's Ace. For this mission, I might want the Bush cannon. I might not want to fly the Falcon. Oh, but man, the Falcon is... I mean, yeah, I'll fly the Falcon. I will. There's an Ace squadron at the end, so I can justify it. Okay, what do we get? Interesting. Strider 1? Who's Strider 1?
Starting the operation. Release 5
Beautiful.
sectors under Belkan control.
Aren't they so cool /J? I honestly totally forgot to even look at them. I didn't look at them. I didn't think of it.
Radar lock. Enemy armored vehicle destroyed. Galm 1, engage.
I do want this. Whoa.
Galm 2, engaging.
Why am I locked onto that? Oh, my laser's blue? Why is it blue? Oh, you bitch. Oh, okay, it's just, okay. Was always blue in 5? It was? Yeah, it must, it really must just be the Morgan's red laser throwing me off then. Are you sure? Where's Joseph? Where is he? Oh my god, it's glorious. He has returned! The prodigal son was red! Thank you! If anyone knows it, he knows it. He's the AC5 guy. He's the Ace Combat 5 guy. I believe him. I trust him over any of the rest of you on this matter. I do. Sorry, but not sorry. He would be the one to know. It was red. You're full of shit. I don't believe you. I think I almost just made a joke that would have landed me in jail. I read the your mom joke and I almost clapped back, and I think I would have gone to prison. Actually. Or at the very least gotten investigated. On-screen chat gone again? Yeah, it broke again. Isn't that crazy? Something got updated that broke it again. I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they saw that I found a way around their change and they patched it again. That's what I think. It's probably why they gave me half a year of premium. Actually. So that I wouldn't freak out when they patched it again. That's what I think. Just checked my copy. It's red. Thank you. I knew I wasn't crazy.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
You mean worse than last night's jokes? No, she said your mom was blue in Ace Combat 5, and I almost like immediately was like, yeah, your mom is blue when I'm done with her. And then I realized, I was like, wait a second, that doesn't sound how I meant for it to sound. Wait a second.
Warning, warning. Enemy reinforcements.
I had to catch myself.
What now?
Hold on. I could just pull up one of my own VODs, right? Also, we'll see you around Yuriko.
Let's take care of them.
For the laser color. That is an AC5 VOD. Hold on.
They're faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. I got one.
It doesn't look like they'll let us head
Am I flying the Falcon here? I'm not. Oh, wait, I am later in the stream. Okay. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not crazy. I'm glad L isn't one of the letters that gets flagged. It should be. It should. I could make it happen.
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under
Is TLS better than the nuclear missile? On the Morgan, no. On the Falcon, yes.
I know you've got what it takes.
But it depends. If you're clearing out ground targets, big missile is better. But for air-to-air, the Falcon's TLS is literally like turn your brain off and clear the skies. Even on ace targets that would require 2 nuclear missiles to get put down, the TLS will literally just one-tap them. It also one-taps Pixie.
The tide should turn once they get their capital city back.
Which makes it even better.
What's our air squadron out to? Radar lock. That's been destroyed. Can't we fight back? Reading orders from high.
We're fine. Nothing happened.
Hasn't anyone seen him?
Came 2 years later. Yeah, the Morgan's TLS is just, like, it's shorter in terms of how long it lasts, and you literally get half as many shots per mission. So, like, per shot, the Falcon's laser is better, and you also get twice as many shots with it. It's just, it's way better than the Morgan's laser. Like, I thought I was gonna fly the Morgan pretty much the whole rest of the way through, but then I fired the TLS for the first time and was immensely disappointed after using the Falcon to cheese most of 5's S ranks.
You saw the general at the chopper landing pad? Allied mercenaries, huh? We owe you one. Thanks.
Fuck it.
I thought they were supposed to be our best. Locked on. That's been destroyed. Can't we fight back? Why is that bell ringing? What idiot could be doing that? Retreat! Retreat! Look at corner of smoke! Radar lock. AA guns destroyed. Fox 2.
Yep, I love this thing.
Watch out. The enemy's locked onto you.
This is the actual greatest.
Right. Missile evaded. Locked on. Sam destroyed. Belkan ground forces in Sector 4 have been eliminated. People here are ringing their freedom now.
Oh, there's what? How are you alive? There we go. Oh.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated. The city has fallen to the Allied forces.
It is like the AC5 100% all over again. Did that tent just tank a missile? Did the missile miss, or did it actually get tanked? I couldn't tell.
They've got a reason.
Did anyone catch it specifically?
approaching. What? Now?
Now.
Two craft approaching at high speed. Let's take care of them.
Hold on, I just realized. Chat, did I win like a bet with DS? Is that why he gifted earlier? Was this from a bet?
They're faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
Wait a second, Sony's Tokyo Game Show wasn't today, was it?
It doesn't look like they'll let us head back to base unless we take out those two planes. This is Galm Team.
You did win? Wait. Wait. Was there a showcase today? Was there a presentation today? Because Bloodborne, yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, didn't we have a bet for something? It was for Bloodborne showing up. Oh, no AC8. That's right. TGS has been boring as hell. It really has been. It's been a pretty fucking, like, I saw Delta pop up during the Xbox show, and I was like, oh, here we go. You know, Delta release date, this will be the highlight of TGS for me, right? No release date. We got a new trailer, whole lot of new like cutscene footage and everything. Game looks good still. No release date. It's supposed to come out within like the next 3 months, allegedly. No release date. Is at the Sony booth playable on PS5? It's at both. It's also at the Xbox booth playable on a Series. Because I know that people are playing it there too. I didn't know that Sony had it as well.
On May 13th.
But I don't know what the deal is with Delta's release date. Because I've said like they're still adamant that it's coming out this year. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, they're still adamant that it's coming out this year. It's playable at Tokyo Game Show right now. Like people are sitting there playing it.
Belka's Ustio branch headquarters Directus has been liberated.
Creators have been getting like early preview builds where they're able to play through like the entirety of the Virtuous mission.
Celebrating an occasion such as this.
Yet no release date. So my theory that I shared yesterday, because this is the only reason I can come up with, I think that they're just not giving us a release date right now because Konami has another remake coming out in less than 2 weeks in Silent Hill 2. So I think they're trying to release Silent Hill 2 before they like shift focus over to Delta. I think they just don't want to overshadow the release of their other remake that has way less excitement behind it, if that makes sense.
Intelligence reports that Belka is developing nuclear arms and V2, a weapon of mass destruction.
I'm inhaling more copium than Vegeta ever will in his whole life because of AC8. That's an incredible amount of copium. Vegeta literally copiumed his way into becoming a Super Saiyan. Don't forget it. I love him. I mean, okay. Minimal disrespect to Vegeta on that one. I was gonna say no disrespect, but that is a little disrespectful. It's true though.
The Galm Team's mission is to
It is true though.
strike on Gladys, opening the door to Belka for our ground troops. In all
I love how
probability,
Vegeta becoming a Super Saiyan for the first time, like in my brain, is ruined by Dragon Ball Abridged. With him sitting there smashing the ground. I wanna, and then he does it. Like he literally throws a fucking hissy fit over it, and that's how he gets it. That will forever, to me, be how he unlocked Super Saiyan for the first time. Oh wait, the flags are kind of cool. Now that I'm taking a second to look at them, okay. I'm happy. That was worth it. That was worth it. The flags are cool, actually, to be honest. Dragon Ball Z abridged Mandela affected us all. It really did, man. Speaking of Dragon Ball, man, Sparking Zero is so soon. Did I tell you guys I bought the $100 version of it? I have early access for Sparking Zero with early Super Broly and Super Gogeta unlocks because of pre-order and everything, and also Daima Goku as a pre-order bonus. I bought the $100 version, and I'm totally not going to regret it. I'm definitely not going to regret it. Definitely not. Probably. Nothing will ruin Super Saiyan as much as Super does. Just accumulate ki on your back and that's it. The tingling on your back, bro. Tingling on your back. So don't do what I do. To be fair, I got peer pressured into the deluxe edition because all of my buddies who are also buying Sparking Zero, because, you know, we all grew up playing like Tenkaichi 3, right? I think anyone my age who grew up like with a PS2 and watching Dragon Ball grew up playing Tenkaichi 3. I feel like that's just a shared experience for all of us. So, you know, this is a pretty exciting game for me. And all my buddies, too, who, like, I know since childhood, and we all played it when we were kids. And they all, like, without me being in the discussion, decided that they wanted to buy the deluxe edition for the early access and the DLC characters down the line and all that. So they had all already pre-ordered the game. And then one of them was like, oh yeah, by the way, we all got the deluxe. And I was like, well, now I need the deluxe. I wasn't going to, but now I need to because you all got it. And now I don't want to be the one guy who's 3 days late to the party and who doesn't get the new cool characters when they come out. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I have to buy it now. And I did. I did buy it. Ow! Ow! Fuck! The Universe 6 Saiyans. I like the Universe 6 Saiyans mostly. Okay, that shit hurts. I'll see you around, Proto. Have a good rest of your day. I do like them. I like Kale. The one that I don't like is Caulifla. I don't like Caulifla. I think she's annoying. I like Kale though, and I like Kaba. But yeah, the tingle in your back is something. Although if I'm gonna bitch about Super, this is the one thing I always bitch about with Super when it comes to like transformation stuff. Man, Super Saiyan God, like base red hair Super Saiyan God is the most wasted form ever. Like genuinely, that is the most wasted form in Dragon Ball. What the fuck? And to be fair, that's actually entirely on Toriyama, weirdly enough, unlike most things in Super that had nothing to do with him. That one is actually on Toriyama. Because he wrote a side story that introduced Super Saiyan God. It was successful, so he wrote another side story that immediately introduced a transformation that they unlocked off screen in the movie that replaces it and makes the base form completely redundant. That will forever be my one thing with Super. Like, what the fuck? Legitimately, Super Saiyan God got like 30 minutes of screen time before they made it completely redundant and moved on. which is a shame because it's a really cool form. They just threw it out immediately. I hate it. That's also partially my beef with Blue. My other beef with Blue is that it also makes Super Saiyan 3 entirely redundant, which is another cool form that I like. At least Super Saiyan 3 got more screen time than God. But that's also just a form that no longer has a reason to exist. Which is great. But hello, Ryan. At least they stopped calling it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. That is true. That was probably the worst name they could have gone with. At least we eventually just settled on going with Blue. Because holy shit. Because Battle of Gods was left behind for some reason. Battle of Gods is easily my favorite Dragon Ball movie. Like, hands down. I think it is for a lot of people, too. Like, I feel like I'm far from alone in that opinion. Looks adorable. It looks fun. I've bought too many games. Zelda ended up on my skip list, which is insane. That fucking a new Zelda game ended up on my skip list for this month. I say this month, for like the September to October period. Like this kind of 5-week period that everything's coming out in this year. Or sorry, 6-week. Yeah, 6-week period. The specials as well? No. I think if we did count the specials, it's actually kind of interesting. If we count the specials, I might say that the Future Trunks special would be my favorite.
Nano Machine, son.
Maybe. But even then, Battle of Gods, I still might enjoy more than that. I don't know. Made Blue their attempt to oh man, how cool would that have been? If Blue was the lower form and it was like them trying to reach Red like naturally without the ritual again. That was the one thing I thought was really fucking dumb with Super Saiyan God, was it being the result of like some ancient ritual, and then once it's unlocked you can just forever do it from that point on. Like, what? What do you mean? That is the lamest way that Goku has ever gotten a new form. Easily. How cool would that have been? Fuck, man. That's such a good idea, too. God damn it. If Blue was like their way of working naturally back up to being able to achieve Red without the ritual, God, that would have been so much better. I could sit here and bitch about Super for hours. I need to cut myself off at a certain point. Macronic Glazer of 4? No. See, I don't like GT. I don't. But Super Saiyan 4 was like such a good character design, and like from a writing perspective, the idea behind it was also great. Like going back to the original Saiyan transformation as like the key to kind of passing through the threshold to higher power again. That was a great idea. Using Big Monkey form as like the base for the next highest form. It was such a good idea. And the baby arc is like the one part of GT that's pretty all right. But then, I mean, I guess GT never gets as bad as the as that opening arc again. It comes close in Super 17, but it doesn't get that bad again. Super 17. Oh, I'm not getting into this. I will genuinely bitch all day. I refuse. I do have a point of bitching though with Sparking Zero. As excited as I am for it, and as great as it looks, where the fuck are the Dragon Ball characters? Like OG Dragon Ball. We have the full launch roster now. And for those who might not be in the know with the full launch roster for Sparking Zero, those who might not have seen it, let me tell you how many OG Dragon Ball characters we have on this 180 character roster for Sparking Zero. There's one. One character. We got Kid Goku and that's it. Or although they also renamed Kid Goku to Teen Goku for the new roster. Tien? No. Tien is in his Z form. There are a lot of characters from OG Dragon Ball in Sparking Zero, but it's their Dragon Ball Z incarnation for most of them. Or with like Roshi, it's his super incarnation. Roshi is like Tournament of Power Roshi.
The operation was a success. Gladysant has fallen. The Allied forces have broken through the Hydrian line, bringing the battle to Belkan.
Although,
I must inform you,
like,
however,
the thing is, and some people have brought this up, and it's a valid point. The, what's it? A lot of the Dragon Ball characters might be in the game in the form of just costumes. Like, Yamcha, Tien, like Roshi as Jackie Chun. That sort of stuff might be in there as alternate costumes for the characters as they are. Because I think I heard that they're kind of doing the thing that that like Raging Blast 2 had, where each character has like a ton of their iconic moves available, and you can actually like unlock their new moves and stuff just by playing the game, and then mix and match what specials you want and all that. So you might be able to, we don't know until launch really, you might be able to like make Yamcha into OG Dragon Ball Yamcha, for example. Who knows? That's one of the things that's like, we'll have to wait a couple weeks. It's possible, but I don't want to really get on the hopium for that, right? I don't want to jump the gun on that until I see it. Raging Blast 2 mentioned. I played a lot of Raging Blast when I was a kid too. Both of them. I played a lot of both of them. There are some Raging Blast characters that I'm really sad aren't in Sparking Zero, by the way. Shit like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Broly. There are some like fun non-canon characters that Raging Blast had that I really wish Sparking Zero had. The Budokai-like game with the smaller roster. It was about the same sized roster, but it was way more Z focused. Like, it didn't have GT or Dragon Ball, but it had way more Z characters than the Budokai games did. Oh, sorry, no, you mean like Budokai. No, that was, no, what one was that? I had that game too. Infinite Dragon Ball Infinite World? Is that right? Or is this a different one? This might, no, I think this is it, right? No, this is a different one. This is a different game. Burst limit. That's the Budokai-like one with the smaller roster. It's burst limit. Got it. I played a lot of the Dragon Ball games growing up. It was one of those things where, as a child, I was so hooked on Dragon Ball shit that, like, if my mom ever saw, like, a Dragon Ball game in the GameStop in the mall when she walked by, she would just grab it. Because that shit would keep me entertained for months on end. She would never have to hear from me again. Worked every time. Burst Limit was a weird one. It wasn't as good as Budokai. But, like, the little bits of content that it had, because it had less content, like, on the whole, wasn't that great. But, like, what stuff it did have was pretty good. It was a weird one. I was like birthday or Christmas only. You see, I was a annoying little bitch of a kid. I was such a little shit. It didn't happen all the time. I'm trying to think. I did buy most of my games growing up. Although prior to, I don't know. I think I bought my first game, like, myself when I was like 9, I want to say. And at that point, that was a big deal because that was legit just like birthday money or no, like Christmas money from like extended family, right? You know, like my aunt who never knew what to get me. So every time I visited for Christmas, because she was out of state, not the same state we lived in. Every time we went there for Christmas, I would just get like a $20 bill from her. Every time. That kind of shit. That's what I bought my first game with. I think I was like 9 or so. I never should have bought that game. From that point on, I think I bought like every game. I think that was when my mom was like, yep, you can buy games now. Never should have done that. Dragon Ball Origins? It doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think so. Oh, yeah, the laser still clips up. I like the blue laser more, to be honest. Oh, God. Oh, adventure game on the DS. Yeah, I never had any of like those. There was one that I saw on YouTube that was like a genuine like Dragon Ball JRPG on DS. That one seemed interesting. I don't know if it seemed necessarily great, but it definitely seemed interesting. Is that the one? Is that Dragon Ball Origins? Boosh. I should probably get a better shot. Who knows how fast or slow this will kill Excalibur. I'm hoping for fast. This fight's boring. Oh my God, it's not even hitting it. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, so fast. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Attack of the Saiyans, that sounds right. That sounds right.
The sword has been pulled from the stone.
You were a rich kid? No, your parents just weren't as desperate to get rid of you as mine were. Even False's parents bought her games growing up. Because False has a similar thing. I think she was just recently talking about this with like Kingdom Hearts. Where like if her mom ever came across legitimately like anything Kingdom Hearts, because False was so obsessed with it growing up, her mom would just buy it for her.
Although we didn't discover any nuclear facilities,
Just like on site, it was like Kingdom Hearts, yoink.
this can be considered a substantial
For me and my parents, I was like Dragon Ball. If they got me anything Dragon Ball, they wouldn't hear from me for months. It would literally lock us outside. I got that too. I got that a lot too. I got locked outside a good bit. Cause like when I was little, my parents didn't really give a shit about me playing games. But then when I got to be like around 10-ish, they started to be like, okay, you probably shouldn't play games as much as you do. This whole video game thing, not good for you. I'm trying to remember what there was like the system that they came up with was like, anytime before like 9 a.m. I could play, and then anytime after like 6 p.m. I could play. But during the day, I had to go play outside. Or just find something else. They didn't really care as long as it wasn't games.
Military and industrial might. However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced
We would have the attacker variant of the Falcon in Ace5 if it was given more time during development. What?
the massive fighter squadron.
It was a Kingdom Hearts sim. Yeah, I got this whole essay from False this morning, actually, about how when she was a kid, she used to simp for this one character. And by essay, I mean I got up from my computer to go upstairs, and my dad clicked on something on the internet this morning where he got like his computer locked. It was like a scam thing that he triggered on the internet somewhere. He clicked something that like locked up his whole computer, and they were like, call this number for Microsoft support. You have a virus. We need to remotely remove it. And I've told him before, because it's not the first time he's had this happen, that when that happens, just if he doesn't know what to do, have me fix it and do not call the fucking phone number. That's what I told him. So like I got up from my computer this morning to go and handle that for him real quick. And then I come back and sit down at my computer, and my Discord suddenly has a little red circle on the corner of it, and it says 9+. And I open it, and it's her talking about this one Kingdom Hearts character. Hold on. What character you guys said? And then I flipped it on her to, I flipped it on her, and I wrote back like a whole essay about the Mishima bloodline and how they always try to kill each other and how badass they are. I flipped it on her. Roxas. It was Roxas.
I've never been in an aerial battle of this scope before.
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, so I had to actually, like, I had to go look.
Aircraft, return to base.
I knew it wasn't Sora. And Cloud, I know Cloud.
If only they get here, we can put an end to this all at once.
Who the fuck is that? I don't know.
Another plane's been shot down. The round table, nothing special. I'll take care of things.
Kingdom Hearts is so lame. Hey, she has mod privileges. Don't let her catch you saying that. Oosh.
The guy who pulled out Talberg's sword is here.
I also, in the midst of my essay, I somehow convinced her to watch the gameplay trailer for Heihachi for Tekken 8. I kind of sent it thinking she was just gonna ignore it, but she actually watched it.
Don't give up. It's not over yet.
You just wait, chat. I'm planting the seeds of fighting game addiction. At some point, I just have to make a smart play, solid execution, seal the deal. Oh God. The more friends I get hooked on fighting games, the better. Actually, just the more people I get hooked on. I spread the fighting game propaganda on stream so much too. It's not even just like personal friends that I do this to. I do it on stream. Whoosh. Oh, that was a sweet shot.
Get a good eyeful of this fly. Let it sink in. Reinforcements still haven't arrived.
Oh, that was a good triple. If they add Cloud into Tekken, she would buy it, I assume. I don't think they ever will. At least not, yeah, I don't know. Because they've already done Final Fantasy. Tekken 7, they did Noctis. And I feel like if they were going to do, well, I guess year 1 DLC, they don't want to do crossovers. Harada actually talked about that. Maybe if they get another deal with them, with Square, with Square, and like it lines up timing wise with like Remake Part 3, perhaps. Maybe they could do Cloud, but even then, Harada has even like publicly talked about how he's very open to the idea of adding Tifa as a crossover character. So I think they would do Tifa instead of Cloud. Even if they did do like a deal with with 7 Remake. I think it would probably be Tifa over anyone else. Because he's like openly talked about it on Twitter before. I agree that Tifa fits better. Noctis was annoying as fuck. He would poke you with a sword. He had so much range. Noctis was fucking annoying in 7. Negan was also annoying. Similar reason. His bat gave him so much range. I hated him. As a Mishima player, getting outranged and outpoked is like the worst thing ever. Looking at Yoshi mains. Yoshi is chill. I'm chill with Yoshi. At least now that I've realized how punishable his flash is, I'm really chill with Yoshi now. And especially, you play against him enough times, you learn where to duck him. You learn to not mash into him with strings, because flash is a thing. You learn that one jumping low. You learn how to block that one really weird low that he has, where he literally jumps up and spins and then slashes you low. The one thing that I hate on Yoshi, the one thing I really fucking hate on Yoshi in Tekken 8 is his unblockable low. I know you're supposed to jump it, but what the fuck do you mean I'm supposed to jump it? Like, what? It is literally the only attack in the game that I have to jump. And that's saying a lot in a game that has as many characters with like 200, because it's what? Right now, Tekken 8 has 34 characters, all of which have a move list that's like 200 long. And there's one attack out of all of that that I have to jump. Unblockable low is bullshit. I hate it. You can poke him out of it, but it's one of the fastest charge ups in the game for unblockable attacks. I think it's only like, I don't know how many startup frames it has actually. It's not a lot. Man, I was doing good too. It's not a lot. It is like the fastest unblockable charge up in the game. Yoshi mains are the stoners of Tekken. Yoshi is a big scrub killer. Like, I get it. And it's funny, you see a lot more Yoshi in low and intermediate ranks than you do in high ranks. Like, a lot more. I don't see Yoshi a whole lot anymore.
All damaged aircraft, return to base.
I mean, I still see him a decent bit, but nowhere near as much as I used to. In those battles. Hey, I play all of them. You could play whoever. I'll mirror match your Kazuya any day.
The round table, nothing special. I'll take care of things.
Idoria better, probably. Oh, come on now. With Heihachi now, I'm gonna have a whole other Mishima to play. So there's even more freedom opened up with that. I keep thinking of the green dinosaur. No. Yoshimitsu. Space cyborg ninja. Much more realistic, of course. I'll be back when Heihachi returns. Man, it's so close. It's literally 6 days away right now. It's awesome. I can't wait. He looks honestly kind of fucked up. I'm holding my tongue. Everyone right now is like, Heihachi's gonna be broken. I'm not gonna jump on that. Because with fighting games, you can't really know if a character's broken or not until they're out for like at least 2 weeks minimum. Like, everyone thought Lydia was broken at the start, and Eddie too. Everyone thought those characters were broken, but now Eddie is considered like a B tier, and Lydia is like high B, low A tier, depending on who you ask. Like, every character is broken when you don't know how to play against them, right? You got to give it time, let the player base figure out like how the matchup works, and then you actually know how good the character is. But based on the details that we have about him currently, he's got some tools that seem a little busted. Definitely. Yeah, Leroy is an example of like an actual busted character, right? Or like Geese Howard was similar. Not as bad as Leroy, but very similar. Geese in Tekken 7 was fucked up.
Galm's not fighting alone. Let's show him what the OC and Air Force can do.
That was not right. Put a bit of pep in your step. It's weird seeing how pressure heavy he seems in Tekken 8. Because when I think of Heihachi, I think of a character who's very reactionary. You know, he waits for an opening, and then if you give him an opening, like if you make a mistake, Heihachi's gonna fuck your shit up if you give him that opening. But he kind of has to wait for like a way in, right? But from what we've seen of him in 8, it seems like he has some really insane pressure. He doesn't seem very reactionary anymore. He seems much more active as a character than he ever used to be. Which is interesting.
That kind of pilot, we call it Demon Lord.
I shouldn't have used that laser. I mean, I've got plenty, I guess. Oh, come on, man. I don't like it. Especially because they turn invincible for a couple seconds after they go yellow. I really don't like the laser being able to just neutralize them. It turns my free one tap into just disabling the plane. I don't actually get the kill. I get cheated out of my kill. Leroy was wild in 7, man. It's so weird that, like, Leroy's actually good in Tekken 8 right now. Like, after he got buffed, he was terrible at launch. But right now, Leroy is like a solid A-tier character. But no one is interested in him. Weird, like, I don't get why. He looks awesome. Just visually, like, he's animated beautifully. He has an amazing design. And I guess now that he's not like a top 3 character in the game, no one wants to play him anymore. It's kind of sad, actually. Like, to see how much of the Leroy hype was actually just people tier whoring is kind of sad. Like, I always thought that people just really liked the character. I always just really liked the character. But I guess people were just playing him. Oh my god. Sorry. I guess all the Leroy players in 7 just became Dragunov players in 8. You know. Talk about a fucked up character. Dragunov is still not okay. He's better. They nerfed him a bit. They brought him a little more in line, but he's still top 3 easily. Chole, it happens. It happens. It only takes one, man. It's easy, okay? Design and style is top tier. Yeah, I just don't get why people don't play him. You'll ever taste the juicy fruit of Soul Calibur? Ever? Yes. When? I don't know. What I do know is that it can't be better than Tekken. No matter how good it is. Come on. I have to... There are the shades. This dude is up Chole's ass. Go away. And then you don't even fly straight at Chole. There. I was a drag main since 5. Now everyone calls me a top picker. Hey man, you gotta find someone else. You're not gonna escape the allegations like this. I've kind of felt that way. Oh. Okay, man. Chole has kind of felt that way. A little bit. Not quite as bad. With Jin being like Cole's... That works, I guess. That doesn't. Being Chole's like secondary main of many years. Chole's go-to pocket character. Jin is in a weird spot in Tekken 8 in regards to just how strong he is. Cause he's been turned into like an all-arounder to the point where Chole has become a little less interested in Jin in Tekken 8. because he's much less of a specialist character now. He's basically an all-rounder, like a top-tier all-rounder. He's probably a top 5 character in the game, just with Mishima execution and game plan. But because he's like a genuine top 5 right now, there's a lot of Jin hate in Tekken 8. And a lot of downplaying on like the execution and game plan requirements behind him. Especially when it comes to like combo routes and such. So Chole has actually, especially in the last couple months, been playing more Devil Jin than Jin, which is unusual. But Devil Jin just feels more exciting to play, and Chole also gets way less shit for playing him. Although ranked with Devil Jin is kind of depressing, because the character right now is very not good, very weak character. It's Tekken, so you can make any character work with enough dedication behind it, but playing Devil Jin is kind of depressing sometimes. Especially you match against like a Dragunov, and it's not very fun. It's just not. Or a Jin. Or a Fang. Actually, Fang is pretty not bad on Devil Jin. Because one thing that Devil Jin is really good with is sidestep punishing. That's like one of his few genuine strengths in 8 right now, is he has some of the best sidestep punishes in the game. So if you can out game plan the Fang Wei, you can fuck him up pretty good. It just takes a lot of effort still. I hope they add Angel Jin into the roster, not even joking. Angel Jin is so cool. Like, genuinely, so cool. Chole might even not want Angel Jin as much as Chole wants just Jin from like the final campaign fight or story mode fight with Kazuya, where he's got like the mix of like traditional Mishima style and like his own style and Kazama style. That Jin is so much, in Chole's opinion, so much more interesting than base game Jin. Whoa, that one was close. That's Caveman.
Well, half the Belkan fighters have been shot down. You can win this.
Ultra Instinct Jin, yes. Come here.
So that pilot is the Demon Lord? All planes, we don't have time to go game hunting out here. What the hell happened? Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you.
There we go. Yeah, Jin at the end of Tekken 8 with the big mishmash moveset, little bit of everything moveset, feels way more like a Tekken 7 Jin. Like a weird in-between of Tekken 3 and 7 is kind of the best way to describe it.
Approaching gun range. Yeah, Cipher just bagged a bandit.
Although Chole isn't a big fan of Kazama style characters
All targets with
like Asuka and June.
down. Operation complete.
Chole just doesn't find them very interesting.
Yo, buddy, you still alive?
So maybe not all of that. But taking away things like his crazy down 2 that he got in Tekken 8, even just that goes a long way. Tekken 9 wishlist for Jin specifically, get rid of that fucking down 2. As a Jin player, it's stupid. Get rid of it. He didn't even realize the moveset was changing? Man. Hold on. We haven't saved in a long time. Oh, hold on. Is Tidbit still lurking around here somewhere? Perchance? Maybe? Possibly. Because I would have a question. But it can also wait if not. What you want? Okay. Level with me right now. With Chulwig. This isn't Chole, this is Chulwig, okay? Level with me. In regards to something that may or may not have leaked a couple days ago, maybe, possibly, who knows? English or Japanese? You picking up what I'm putting down? There's a way to do Japanese. English or Japanese. This is an option that is on the table. Ace Combat Portable Guy. I squealed like a 10-year-old when Tekken 3 Jin appeared. That last fight was wild, man. I did that on hard mode. We played the Tekken 8 story mode on hard the first time through as well. So the AI was fucking cracked in like every fight in the game. But particularly without mods, it's a mod that just restores the dialogue. Oh, and it fixes the subtitles for like the weird name changes and stuff. But it's an option. Just for stream. This is a stream question only. This is a stream question only, for the record. Actually, I might still speed things up quite a bit here. This one is time-based. Still English, it's so worth it. Okay. Am I on the same wavelength? Yes. Man, I still... Back to what I was just yapping about. I remember doing the Tekken 8 story mode in that final battle. And, the very final boss Kazuya, like after they lose the devil powers and everything, that Kazuya has like this crazy super wave dash that he only gets in that fight, where it's like the fastest possible wave dash, just given like the frame timing of the movement itself. And he also gets armor on it, so you can't hit him out of it. And when he started doing that with like the hard mode AI, who can actually just do the craziest shit like all around, I actually shit bricks. Like, I was horrified. That was the scariest shit I've ever seen. That dude literally could just do whatever the fuck he wanted to. that don't have the Japanese options. Some of them throughout that run are only going to have the Japanese option, like all around. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. That's an issue for future Chole.
The blip is barely visible. It may be a stealth.
Oh, okay. We're fine. Those got a little closer than expected. Come on, there. 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 Oh, fuck. Laser beam. This is the Ace combat experience. There's more? Oh yeah, there's a couple more, okay. Don't you dare. I've got spare lasers. You say you're a sad man, you know you're gonna love it.
Down all Belkan fighters. Ignore the civilians. Our priority is withdrawing the troops out of the area. For fans in Block D, join up with this company from Block C. Don't leave anything.
Oh, my back. That was a good crack. Right in the middle. Right in the center of my back. That was my spine.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I...
Sorry, I was responding to something.
Pursued by Allied forces, the Belkan forces have taken flight, abandoning
Ilner?
Without military
Thank you for the sub.
capabilities,
Appreciate it. I'm not.
Belka is
How
in
do
a
you?
bind. We were also able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be
I'm gonna get one of those terrible YouTube videos. It might be AI.
before Belka had time to use them.
Is it gonna be AI? The pronunciation videos? You guys know what I'm talking about.
.com.
No.
God damn it.
No.
Oh. That is not what I... That is the opposite of what I thought. I thought it was silent G, and you say the L's, but it's silent L's, and you pronounce the G. Interesting. Exact opposite. That was for these. What do you think about S ranking Armored Core 6? I haven't, like, sat down to do it all the way yet. We're gonna do it for the 100% on stream, though. I'm not worried about it. I've heard it's really easy. So I have no fears of it. It'll be time consuming more than anything, probably. It'll be like doing Ace Combat Zero S ranks. Just more time consuming than anything else. Not particularly challenging. It'll actually be a lot like this, just nowhere near as long as this, thank God.
The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the
It was the most fun I had in the game, to be honest. Really?
Head to the designated operations.
Most fun I had in that game was just messing around with different builds while doing the review. I might do it if that's the case. Yeah, I've heard it's really easy. Because, I mean, like most Armored Core games, it's pretty much just like, if you know how to get through the mission quickly, and you bring weapons that don't cost, like, a fuck ton of ammo, you'll pretty much get the S rank, is what I've heard. Like, if you just bring a build that's pretty cost efficient, and you do it pretty quick, you're good. And then obviously, you know, you get your little dopamine hit with every single one of them. I S ranked all of them in like 2 days. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad then. No offense. That was not. Oh, well, if you can do it in 2 days. Oh. No, if it's doable in 2 days, that doesn't sound bad at all. A chainsaw build? I'm telling you, man. Everyone sleeps on that chainsaw. Everyone sleeps on that chainsaw. Best weapon in the game, I say.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off for Ustio.
Rubicon's Inferno mod? I haven't even heard of this one.
Approaching this airspace. Galm Team, Crow Team, head to intercept.
Oh wait, yes I have. I've looked at it before, apparently. I've opened the mod page. Like I had a purple link on Google.
This war would end if they blew everything up.
Dual run Setsu Kite. Yeah, that'll do it too.
We can't let them use those nukes.
I really want more review series platinums on my Steam account.
Everything is going according to plan.
But aside from like just now getting to Master Collection stuff for Metal Gear,
5 miles remaining.
we just pretty much haven't gotten to games that have Steam versions for most of this yet, right? Because like Armored Core literally doesn't have a game on Steam until 6. Ace Combat doesn't have one until Assault Horizon. Metal Gear has a ton of games on Steam. That's where I'm gonna get a lot of like perfect games on my account that are review series games, which will be cool to show off. You know, I got my credentials. I can flex those right alongside my my famous Gay World Platinum, which will forever haunt my Steam profile. Just because my buddy randomly, you guys ever go and search like new and trending, or sorry, browse new and trending on Steam and just see the most like dumb shovelware shitpost games all over the thing? One day my buddy opens it and he finds this game. It's free, costs nothing. It's called Gay World. And he convinces all of us to like download it, and he's like, bro, we gotta like race to complete the game. And legitimately on my Steam account, like, because you know my Steam account's out there and I have my perfect games like right at the top, you'll see it on there. I have 5 minutes of playtime in this game, but I have the platinum because literally you just like open the game and it pretty much gives you all but one achievement, and then you play for like 5 minutes and you get the last one. And it's just like, okay, great. Now this is on my Steam profile forever. Thanks. I can't remember which one. Dan? I think it was my buddy Dan. Thanks, Dan. Is this game on PS5? You looking for an extra platinum to boost your number? See, it's great to have one more number on like your platinum / Steam perfect games, whatever. Until someone actually goes to look at what games they are and they see Gay World. I actually, right now, I lost my Vampire Survivors Platinum too. Unfortunately, because they added a new DLC that I haven't played yet. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I'm on 79. Okay, it'll be relatively buried in there unless they're really looking, you know. Is it even the same on PS5? I'm assuming you can look through and see what the specific platinums are, right? I asked that question and then I'm like, no, it's got to be the same. You have to be able to look at what they are. Because on Steam it'll just show you the number, but then if you just click on the number, you can see the full list of them. Actually, one of my platinums on Steam is Cuphead. That is one to be proud of that I have. I platinumed Cuphead.
No, we're too late. Don't be stupid. This won't solve a thing.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a gamer.
Something strange
Platinum Cuphead. I don't even know what else is on there. Oh, Apex Legends, I think, is one of mine, actually. I think I have every achievement on Apex. I'm trying to think. What games do I have Platinum on Steam? I used to have a bunch of them on Xbox. Xbox doesn't even give you anything for it. But I always achievement hunted when I was younger and still on Xbox primarily. So I have a bunch on there that don't carry over. I'm trying to think. Hold on, I might have a minute to look at what this Rubicon's Inferno is. Ultra Hard Mode mod. Vastly increases the difficulty of Armored Core 6 with increased enemy count, placement, and variety, while still retaining some canonical sense. Some. That actually sounds like it would be fun to play through, to be honest. On Helldivers? Oh, yeah. Man, I still have not played much Space Marine 2. It makes me sad. Not just because, like, I spent money on the game, just I want to play it. But I'm in that spot of, like, I gotta play it with the boys because we're all running through it together and we don't want to, like, all get out of sync and whatever else, right? I don't want to be the guy who ruins the group experience just because I go and play it without the others. We're, like, halfway through the campaign, but we're all grown-ass men who are busy. With me, it's like I can be flexible. I can just shift my shit around so easily, but with them, it's like they travel for work and stuff, and it's not very flexible. One of my buddies who travels for work, who we're doing it with, just came down with mono. So he just hasn't been feeling well enough to even game. It's a bitch. Almost as much of a bitch as getting shot down near the end of that mission. God damn it. Come on. I need to go find myself on SteamDB real quick.
Take out any remnant forces the Belkans could have positioned out there.
Oh, never mind. I'm logged in on browser. I don't even have to search for myself. Let's go. Where are my platinums, man? Does SteamDB not show that?
Emergency transmission from Allied
Maybe
HQ.
not.
A Belkan bomber squadron.
Is it really not?
Weapons has taken off for Ustio.
Come on.
Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace. Galm Team.
Oh, hold on.
Team, head to intercept.
I'm just about getting there. I have a moment. Perfect games. Oh, Portal. Yeah, I platinumed Portal for the hell of it like a couple years ago in my free time. Portal's actually a pretty easy platinum. I never did Portal 2. I planned on doing both of them. But I stopped after the first one. I probably just... I don't even think I spent... Yeah, I only have like 13 hours played on Portal. It's not a very lengthy one either. Elden Ring? Bro, I don't have any of the Souls games platinumed. Just because I've never gone through with it, really. That's the only reason. Like, they're all pretty easy to platinum if you actually just sit down to do it. I just haven't done it for any of them. Because, like, Dark Souls 1, definitely, if I was going to do any of them, I would start there. Dark Souls 1 is pretty easy. You just have to, like, get every unique weapon in the game. So you just have to, like, do a shit ton of New Game Plus loops. and farm and upgrade certain things. And like, it's easy if you actually sit down to do it. You just have to actually dedicate yourself to doing it, which I have not done. Had a much better platinum than the OG, really? How so? Okay. Don't look, chat. To be fair, he is very far away. There we go.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers. This is perfect.
There.
Take them out while they're still confused.
Shit. Oh, no silly weapon grinds. OG Demon Souls Bladestone trophy. Okay, so they got rid of shit like that. That would make it a lot better. That would make it so much better. Even maxing like 1 or 2 weapons with Bladestone is enough of a pain in the ass. The only game on Steam I have all achievements on is Juice Galaxy. Play Portal. That should run on your laptop. I'm assuming it will. There are a bunch of games that I've thought about doing the platinum for that just have like some trophies that are really painful or like hyper specific. Like I really wanted to platinum the Left 4 Dead games, both of those. But there's just so many like really specific achievements to get. Was the one to find all the rings? Bro, if that's the easiest, or sorry, if that's the hardest, then that's a really easy platinum. Wasn't fun enough? You could do that platinum in an afternoon if you wanted to. I'm just saying. And it makes you look like a gamer. You see someone who platinumed Portal, you're like, oh yeah, a refined palate. Such exquisite taste in video games. That's the thing about Portal 1 is you can play that game in like one sitting. Portal 1, if you're not terrible at it, is genuinely like 2 hours long. It's a really good 2-hour puzzle game. But it's just short. That's all I'm saying. I should be dead. Come on now. Maybe I'll like Portal 2 more. Portal 2 is way better. Portal 2 is really good. I talked about this year, like my one game that I wanted to get a platinum on Steam was I was gonna do Hollow Cure in my free time because my Vampire Survivors addiction. I wanted to do Hollow Cure, and then like after that I was strongly considering also doing what's it called, Halls of Torment, which is another amazing Vampire Survivors. Like that's actually probably the best of the genre if you ask me, but it's a whole other thing. Hollow Cure though, I got all the achievements. But the last one of them requires you to grind out like a ton of runs as every single character in the game, and there's like 40 some characters. So the last achievement alone, you have to play and complete like 300 matches or so of Hollow Cure. And I said, nah, fuck that. Not necessarily. I grinded out a bit of it. I got like a quarter of the way through that last achievement before I kind of just fell off of it because I wasn't making any progress with a shit ton of time invested. But I legitimately only have one achievement left on it, which bugs me.
Go there and they'll help you out. To compensate for the losses in Galm Team, Crow Team will be joining you. We're counting on
Portal 1 is Portal 2's demo. That's pretty true. Portal 2 is really just Portal, but it's a lot better. It's the same sort of relationship as like Left 4 Dead 1 to Left 4 Dead 2. There's another one that I can't think of. There's another game like that like came out a year later. Like they did the sequel a year later. And it was just the first game, but better, like in every way. Fuck, what? Left 4 Dead was the other Valve one. Why can I not think of it? There's another game like that, like 1 year gap, but just better all around. Ah, shit. Why can I not come up with it?
You are cleared for takeoff.
Chat. Do you know? Do you know? Okay, you want to know what happened there? I was like, what the fuck? I was playing one-handed and my left trigger was kind of pushed in. Well, I haven't seen that before. Oh, hold on. I'm quitting out. I wasn't thinking with my brain. I was trying to think of that other like 1 year gap sequel that I just couldn't come up with. What is it? Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 is a great comparison though. We'll stick with that. I want bombs for this one.
You are cleared for takeoff.
A game that got a sequel, like a year after it came out, and the sequel was just better. Left 4 Dead, Portal, and Ace Combat 5 and Zero. I don't agree with 5 and Zero. Also, standalone expansion. I'm not talking about standalone expansions.
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck. Galm 1, this is BJ. I will now join you as Galm 2. I'll be flying under your command now. Give me orders at any time. It's an honor to
brain,
fly as
man.
Galm's number 2.
I've come up with a couple,
And by the way, BJ stands for
but it's kind of like stuff like Ace Combat 5 and Zero, where I'm like, the sequel isn't necessarily better all around. It's just, it has like certain things that are better and certain things that the first one did better too. Like it's just kind of, there's a trade-off and it's mostly a preference thing. Like Doom 1 and 2 is like that. I thought of Doom 1 and 2, but like I prefer the original Doom to Doom 2.
Too bad about Pixie.
I think Doom 2 is kind of obnoxious a lot of the time with the stuff it adds. And the level design is worse than Doom 2.
Missile launched. Enemy aircraft spotted. Item reported. We've got company. Apparently, Orstio's demon lord has arrived.
Man, it's really bothering me. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I should know this. Why do I not know this? That should have killed me. You see that? That one went through me. I should be dead. I have played 64. 64 got a night dive port a few years ago. So it's not really forgotten anymore. How did that not hit you? Bro, I don't know. I don't know how I'm alive. But we take it. We certainly take those. If the game says I'm not dead, I'm not dead. That's so weird that I can't think of it. I don't know. I don't know. Is Knack legitimately a good game? I, honest to God, didn't even know what the fuck Knack was until chat, like, brought it up. And honestly, I can't tell if people are memeing or not. I feel like some people are memeing and some people are 100% serious. Heck no. I liked it quite a lot. Oh god. Oh god.
The enemy threat level is down. Continue to engage.
Gameplay isn't great? Oh, then I wouldn't like it. Probably. I'm a gameplay guy. Your story is a great additional thing. But I need more than story.
Bandits in gun range.
Case in point, The Last of Us, a game that I notoriously don't like very much at all. Because the story is great. The Last of Us has a really good story, but holy fuck, I do not enjoy playing the game. I want to take a nap when I play The Last of Us. I can barely get through it.
There's two of them. The Demon Lord went towards your platoon. Are you sure there's only two? Confirm. Radar lock. That is one huge facility.
Oh, that didn't even destroy anywhere near as much as I thought it would.
What's going on here?
Still a big boom. Just not as big as I was expecting it to be.
Planes have left the hangar. We've destroyed the hangar.
It's still not ready.
Damn, counterattacks are difficult.
Not bad, not good.
The enemy threat level has dropped off.
It's wild how you said that Sony put out a bunch of top tier platformers, and then you said things like Ratchet and Clank and Sackboy and all that, but you didn't say Crash Bandicoot or Spyro or Jack and Daxter.
Break missile. AA guns destroyed.
You forgot the good ones. And I've angered someone.
Locked on. Approaching gun.
Crazy that 2 of those 3 that I named are now Microsoft properties. By the way, I'm still not over that. Crash and Spyro are both Microsoft property now. Still not over it. Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear about the Crash 5 that got canceled? Like in pre-production, by the way?
Operation is carried out successfully.
Pre-Microsoft merger. Did anyone hear about this? Does anyone know about this? Because I recently learned about this and I think I forgot to talk about it on stream. But apparently before Microsoft bought Activision, no? Yeah. Pre-Microsoft buyout, after the release of Crash 4, there was a Crash 5 in pre-production, and the big gimmick for it was going to be Crash and Spyro the Dragon teaming up for this game, and you would play as both of them like back and forth. And it got canceled in pre-production. Because Sony doesn't like money, I guess. Because what? Like, how would... What? Like, I get that Crash 4 didn't sell amazingly, but it didn't sell poorly either.
We've received a report.
Sony must hate money? Bro, I can't imagine. Why in God's name aren't Microsoft making it now? That would actually be amazing if Microsoft revived that project. That would make me so happy.
And are adamantly resisting.
That would be awesome.
In light of the current political situation, this mission will be a top secret operation carried out entirely by mercenaries. The mission will be called Operation
Thank you, Sony.
Will be divided into
I heard about
7
that just recently. Apparently that news has been out there for a few months now, but it kind of just flew under the radar for one reason or another. So I only just recently found out about it.
enemy fighters that are using a tunnel
And
to
man,
the airbase.
was I upset when I read about it.
The Jupiter Strike Team will be responsible for maintaining air superiority after the Mars and Mercury teams have completed their missions.
Has the best
This
pun
operation
name
will
of
begin
all
at 1600,
time.
when the capitulation ceremony takes
What's the
place
pun?
in Lumen. Mars team will strike first,
Oh my God,
followed by
it's
Mercury,
okay.
and then Jupiter.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Choose carefully which team you wish to join. That is all.
Square Enix said that part 2 didn't meet sales expectations, but they were heavy in the green. Yeah, Square Enix was really disappointed with the sales of Rebirth. But I think for the general gaming public, it's a good thing that Rebirth undersold. Cause I hope it doesn't it won't cancel part 3. The reaction to the low sales of both Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth, because both of them undersold. Square has already reacted to that, and their reaction was, "We are no longer signing deals with Sony." Was their reaction to that. So I think, like, long term for the gaming public, those 2 games underselling was probably a good thing. Because it got Square to move away from exclusivity deals, at least for the time being. It should have all been one game. With what they're doing here. Hold on. I'm curious about something. Hold on. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Never mind. I read a headline that made it seem way worse than it was. There was a headline saying that in response to Rebirth sales, Square Enix is writing off $140 million of development expenses as abandonment losses. But that's not in reference to them canceling a part 3. Apparently they've canceled a bunch of other side projects within the studio so that they can put more towards their main stuff to try to make up for it. But what I was Googling was the budget of those games. We don't have Rebirth's budget publicly, but apparently The original Final Fantasy VII cost about 170 million. So let me put it like this. If it was all one game, A, it wouldn't be out yet, and B, it would all be one big, roughly $500 million investment that they would just have to hope sold well. Which I probably don't need to spell it out, but no one is crazy enough to do that. Not no one. Because who knows what GTA 6's budget is going to look like. But very few people. Not no one. Rockstar might be crazy enough to do that. Maybe. Because Red Dead 2 costs, I think, like 300 million. Something like that. And I mean, Meta is more than willing to flush money down the toilet. Look at the metaverse and that budget, because holy fuck. But yeah, no one's actually gonna approve a project like that. It realistically, in the industry right now, could never have been one game. Like I say, oh, it wouldn't be out yet and it would have cost 500 million and blah, blah, blah. And that's true if the project got greenlit in that fashion, but the most realistic outlook of what would have happened if they tried to make it all one project is the project never would have been approved. It just wouldn't have happened at all. A game on the scale of the original Final Fantasy VII, but with the amount of effort put into the remakes to like actually develop every little bit of it out like that, that never could have been a reality. That's like your once a decade kind of game. That's like your Baldur's Gate 3, and we already got our Baldur's Gate 3 for this decade. It's Baldur's Gate 3. We got it. We're not going to see a game like that for another until 2030. We're not going to see another game like that. That's legit. Like, there's that thing where it's like once in a decade or so you get a game like that, and we just got it. We're not going to see one like that for a while. What was the last Baldur's Gate 3? The Baldur's Gate 3 of last decade? Of the 2010s? Why can I not remember? I remember making this comparison when Baldur's Gate 3 came out. What was it?
They still have a lot of firepower left. Using nukes didn't solve anything. Now it's AC5 in this battle.
The next Baldur's Gate 3 is Silksong? Yeah, but for a game to be the next Baldur's Gate 3, it would have to be real. So I don't know about that. Personally.
Enemy ship has been sunk. Radar lock.
Bloodborne 2, actually.
Approaching gun range.
Trying to think. The last...
This is PJ. I just
What was it? 2010s. I'm trying to like run through every year of the 2010s and think of like the biggest games of that year. And eventually I'm gonna land on it.
locked on.
You just gotta give me a bit.
Enemy ship has been sunk.
This sort of thing takes time. Oh my god, it just got disabled. You're kidding me.
Hold over. What are you doing? I'm gonna ferry the demon lord.
It probably was GTA 5. I thought that to myself, and I was like, is that really? It probably was. Because nowadays, it seems like nothing. But like in the early 2010s, GTA 5 was an unbelievable game when it came out. Like genuinely just the most insane thing I had ever seen. And I'm far from the only person who felt that way when it came out too. That was just legitimately the single craziest game to ever come out. In a similar vein, I don't know. I would probably say GTA 5 over it relative to when it came out. If I had to pick like the game of the decade
Today is a day of hope. A day in
for the
which tensions
2010s,
between different countries will be greatly reduced.
like the single best game from the 2010s.
This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over
I'm
yet.
looking for reference for the record. I'm thinking to myself, Red Dead Redemption 2. Like currently in my head, if I had to pick the single best game of the 2010s, I might say it's Red Dead Redemption 2. But I'm trying to look, because the 2010s were crazy. Like, we had the dark ages of like 2016, 2017 in there. But man, the 2010s were crazy for gaming. I mean, obviously, you pick a whole decade and you're just going to be stacked with masterpieces any decade you choose, but I'm looking through shit now, and yeah, the 2010s were insane, aside from like the few years that they weren't. Holy shit. Oh man, what is their like top 10? Doom 2016 landed here? I don't agree with Super Hot. Super Hot's awesome. It's so cool. But like, the 9th best game of the 2010s feels a little wild to me. Portal 2, Mass Effect 2, it was Disco Elysium. That was the last Baldur's Gate 3. It was Disco Elysium. That's it. That's the one. That was it. That was it. It was Disco Elysium.
Hostilities treaty was signed using a giant gunship codenamed XBO.
I almost bought a PS5 just for it, and Cole yelled at me. Yelled is crazy, because we didn't even talk about it, like, over voice. We talked about it over text.
Unidentified aircraft are approaching our base.
But I almost did.
Quick, there's no time.
Chole will also own a PS5 soon. Chole genuinely... And it's funny, the one thing that might get Chole to buy a PS5 isn't a Sony property at all. Like, the one game that will get Chole to pick up a new console, inevitably, is going to be GTA 6. Right? It's going to be. Kaz says it runs better on PC. 16 apparently runs like shit on PC. It's probably better than the PS5. That is, to be clear, that is probably still true. But by like generic PC standards, it apparently runs like hot ass. But it also had crazy performance issues on PS5. So it's probably better. Probably.
It can even be the Galm Team. Send them
Yeah, better. That's the thing. It probably is better, but not necessarily good, is what I'm saying. I saw a couple clips, especially with like the Ifrit fights and stuff. Yeah, that performance was crazy. That performance was wild. When is GTA 6 again? It's not 2025, is it? Or is it? It's 26, right? My 7 playthrough was so bad because the port was butt. Yeah, the 16 port will be worse than that. To just go off of that, false, the 16 port will be worse. Although false, as much as I hate to say it, because you're a streamer, I think that your PC, to be very clear, like if someone were trying to build like a mid-range PC right now, I would tell them to pretty much build your PC. But as a content creator, you're probably getting to the point where you need an upgrade. In my opinion. I definitely think you're getting there. I know I was there last year, and your PC is only like 5% stronger than mine, my old one is, or was, rather. So you're probably about there, if not like about to be there. What is False's PC like? She has a 3060. What CPU does she have? She has an i7, I think. i7. I don't remember what CPU she has. 3060 Ti. Okay, a Ti is better. Definitely. Is it actually a Ti? I thought you just had the base 3060. Are you sure? Unfortunately, she's not home right now. I would have her pull up system info and double check it for me. Yeah, do you know what i7? Oh, 12700 KF. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely like what your build is, I would say would be like a good mid-range build for like a casual gamer just looking to build a new like mid-range PC. As a content creator, you're definitely starting to hit like the limits of what you can do with that build. And I think within like if you were to use this PC up until this point next year, you will definitely need an upgrade this time next year. Is kind of the best way to put it. Like you're getting to the point where, yeah, it's probably about time. If you give it another year, you can, but like this time next year, you should definitely be planning on a new one. It is a TI, okay. Especially because you run single PC, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that there is something wrong with that as a streamer. It's just, it puts more strain on the one system that you're using, right? It's the CPU that's gonna wear out. No, you have to keep in mind, what I'm talking about with her build is from the perspective of streaming. She already has a lot of like CPU bound issues with streaming stuff, like currently. But especially because she's a VTuber, she has a whole bunch of extra shit running that I don't even have when she's streaming. Like as a content creator, definitely getting to that point. It requires more horsepower, right? Any game issues whatsoever since I turned off that thing? Your OBS has issues with certain games. Even what's it? That one like the Floor is Lava game. The Floor is Lava. You had OBS issues playing that with your CPU. Your CPU was struggling that stream. Tied to GPU or CPU? I think both. I think it's pretty dependent on both, like evenly. If I'm not mistaken, but I'm obviously not the most experienced. I would imagine it's both. Because of the amount of processing that's going on with like toggles, hidden layers, tracking and such, but then also just the pure display of it. It has to render the display as well. So I think it's pretty even across both of them.
Thanks to you, the XBO has been
if I had to
shut down.
guess.
However, our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack. The squadron that you engaged consisted of Sapin and Osean fighters. We're currently investigating the situation. Once we determine the location of the renegade organization, we will launch a counterinsurgency operation.
That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't realize. I guess it kind of makes sense, like, now that I know that it's how it works. But I didn't realize before, like, seeing the software running on her system that the software legitimately just renders the display, and then you just capture the display to put over your stream. Like, that's all that the VTubing software is actually doing. It like renders the model right there in the application, and then you just capture the application and overlay it on top of the rest of the stream. Sorry, I'm immersion breaking all the VTuber viewers right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. It is about that time. I forgot the line. I'm supposed to say it. It's about that time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Come back, please. I beg you. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core. We're doing Metal Gear, Resident Evil. We got new stuff coming up pretty soon. We're doing a lot. So come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so, feel free to leave a like. Algorithm stuff. Appreciate it. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.